Hello dear students. Today we are going to continue our first chapter, that is nature and significance of management. In this lecture we are going to learn different levels of management and what are the functions that are formed by these various levels of management. This topic or today's lecture, it is very important because this will going to help you out throughout your 12th standard. Right? By the end of this lecture you will get a perfect idea that what is the need to create these various levels of management or how it came into existence, right? And how these levels of management, they are coordinating with each other and they are performing various functions, and the ultimate thing, that is how they are going to achieve the business objective, right? So let's start with the levels of management introduction. First of all, as long as, right, the size of business that is going to remain small, that is, take an example of a sole proprietorship, right? It is a what, it's just small scale, or they are running it on a small scale, the single person is there, right? And the ownership and management, that is going to both remain with that particular individual person, right? But as soon as the size of a business unit that expands, the number of employees that are going to what, that are going to increases, right? And it become very difficult for a single person to handle all this stuff around, or to supervise them, or to control them, right? Okay, by see, one person is there, that one owner, he can handle what, he can handle at least about 10%. But as soon as the business is expanding, the number of employees that are increasing, so what is the thing? Okay, by there will be what, there will be a need to what, there will be a need to create the various levels of management, right? See, the person who is working at the top level, right, who is working at the particular top level, they will be considered as a superior, and the person who is working under him, right, that is going to what, that is going to call as the subordinate. So it becomes difficult when the business size is more, that is, the business size is expanding, the expansion is there, right? So it is what, it is difficult to supervise all the subordinates directly. So there is a need of what, there is a need of delegation of authority. Now focus on this phrase, delegation of authority. What is delegation of authority? First of all, understand what is authority. Authority, that means power. Power to what? Power to take decision, right? Power to what? Power to take or to make an effort which can be what, which can be helpful for the achievement of a business objective, right? Now what is delegation of authority? Delegation of authority, that means what? Delegation of authority, that means distribution of power amongst the various people, right? And this thing, that is delegation of authority, due to that the distribution of power will be there, different people, they are going to what, they are going to come into the existence, or they are going to have the power to take decisions regarding what, regarding their respective departments, right? And the various levels of management, they are going to be what, they are going to be created due to what, due to this, that is delegation of authority, right? And as I said, delegation of authority, that means what, understand this phrase clearly, that delegation of authority, that means distribution of what, distribution of a power, right? And when the distribution of power will be there, the various levels of management, they are what, they are going to be created, right? See, this delegation of authority, it is important thing, right? Okay, why, when you are delegating the authority, when you are distributing the power, what is the first thing that come into mind? Okay, why, yes, the person must be capable of it, right? Okay, suppose take an example. Okay, what we are doing, okay, we are expanding the size of a business unit, right? Then only production is going on the particular start of when I have started the business, that is the sole proprietor, right? But now the size is expanding, we are what, we are increasing the size of a unit, so more and more employees, they are coming into the organization, they are being employed into the company, employed into the organization, right? So it becomes difficult for the single person to handle all these things. So what he is going to do, he is going to appoint some new people, some new person who can what, who can handle all over the organization. And when I'm appointing those person, what we are going to need, we are going to need that particular person will be have some kind of authority to take decision, and to have that power to take some action against those employees who are not working properly, right? Appointment of a person, that dismissal of a person, that need what? That needs some sort of authority. So the delegation of authority, due to the delegation of authority, the various levels of management, they are going to what? They are going to come into the picture. That is the various levels of management that are created for due to what? Due to the delegation of authority, right? See, further, this thing, the various levels of management in the company, right, that is going to that is going to help you out throughout what? Throughout the that formation of a company or formation of a business unit, and this will clear with the help of this diagram. See, various levels of management that will be created, but the thing which is universally accepted, right, which is going to what? Which is going to help the company or help the organization, right? That is what? That mainly the three levels of management that are created. That is clearly shown into the diagram. Go through it. Three levels of management are there: top level management, middle level management, and bottom level. Now, who are the person that are included into the top level management? That is, first is board of directors, director, that is managing director, and general manager, right? These people, they are included in what? They are included into the top level management. Second, middle level management, they are what? Departmental heads, right? Various department will be there, like production, sales, purchase, personnel, and finance, right? And the person who are appointed as a head, they are known as what? They are known as the departmental heads. And last, that is bottom level of management, that is supervisors, jobbers, and foremen. They are going to come under what? They are going to come under the bottom level of management, right? See, this is a simple diagram, and with this diagram you can easily understand that what are the levels of management and why they came into existence. Because of what? Because of delegation of authority. Delegation of authority, that means what? This will be clear with the help of this diagram. Understand? Top level management, what they are going to do? They are going to assign some sort of authority to whom? To the middle level of management. Getting my point, right? They are going to what? That, say, suppose for an example, production departmental head, he will be having some sort of authority in respect of what? In respect of his or her department only, right? He is going to take decision, all the decision regarding by what kind of production method they are going to opt, what is the production cycle that they are going to opt, what is the need of raw material that they are going to purchase. Everything that come under what? Everything that come under the production department, right? So that is the distribution of authority. They are what? They are delegating the authority. Getting my point, right? And here I want to draw your attention, right? That is about what? That is the to understand the difference between management and administration. Understand these two phrases, management and administration, right? See, when we talk about the various levels of management, top level, middle level, and bottom level, the management that stays with whom? That stays with the top level of management. Because what they are going to do? They are going to design, or they are going to frame various rules and regulations for the formation of the company or for the working of the company, right? And they are going to what? They are going to set an objective. They are going to do everything, that is planning and everything, right? By what they want to achieve, what they are trying to do, and everything, right? And what is administration? Administration, that means the implementation of work, implementation of instruction. Implementation of instruction of what? Implementation of instruction that has been given by the top level management. So middle level and bottom level, they are going to what? They are going to implement the rules and regulations, the policy that has been framed by whom? That has been framed by the top level management. So that is what? That is administration. Getting my point? So everything management, that is done by whom? That is done by the top level management, and administration, that will be done by middle level and bottom level of management, right? See, clear. Management, that means to manage all the things, right? That to frame the policy, to design that, or to set an objective for the business, right? Whatever the policy decision will be there, that will be taken by whom? That will be taken by the top level management, right? Then middle level and bottom level, they are going to what? They are going to implement all those things which will what? Which are designed by whom? Which are designed by the top level management, right? So that is called as what? That is called as a administration. So maximum administration, that is done by whom? That is done by, sorry for the interruption students, right? The various decisions that has been taken by whom? That has been taken by the top level management, and that will be implemented by whom? That will be implemented by the middle level and bottom level of management, right? And so from this diagram what we can say, that the maximum management work that will be done by the top level, then by middle level, and then last bottom level of management. So maximum administration work that will be done by the bottom level management, right? Because they don't have any kind of authority. They only have to what? They only have to do the work that has been assigned by middle level and top level of management. Clear, right? Three levels of management are there: top level, middle level and bottom level. This question, it can be asked into 2 mark of a question ke bhai, uh, what is uh, what is level of management, explain with the help of diagram, right? So you need to draw this diagram, you need to give them particular these labels, that top level, middle level and bottom level, and who are, what are the, that particular thing ke bhai, who comes under which level of management. That is top level, it includes board of directors, managing directors, general manager, then various departmental heads, they come under middle level management. And in the last, that is bottom level of management, that includes supervisors, jobbers and foremen, right? And in the end, workers, they will be what? They will be working under whom? They will be working under supervisors, right? Clear, right? Then moving ahead with the top level management, right? Top level management, it includes what? It includes board of director, managing director, general manager and CEO, that is chief executive officers, right? And this top level management, they have what? They have the supreme authority for the management of an enterprise. Understand this, right? That they have what? They have the supreme authority amongst these three various levels of management, right? Okay, what is the main thing? That is, they are going to what? They are going to frame policy, they are to take important policy decisions, right? So what they are going to need? They are going to need that supreme authority, right? And when I say supreme authority, there will be what? There will be a maximum responsibility will also be there, right? See, these people, the top level management, they're what they are going to do? They are going to take such decisions, or they are going to frame those rules and regulations or a policy which will be implemented throughout the organization or overall organization, right? Not limited up to the what? Not limited up to the some extent, right? That it is going to be implemented throughout the organization. Is it clear, right? And the other name of top level management, it can be asked into the 1 mark of the question, what is the other name of top level management? So it is also known as what? It is also known as the higher level of management. And what they are going to do? They are going to take important policy decisions for the business, right? See, whatever the decisions, whatever the objective they need to set, that will be what? That will be there, right? For whom? For the implement or successful implementation of the policy decisions. And they are going to what? They are going to guide the middle level management as well as bottom level of management also. Is it clear, right? And what are the functions that has been performed by this top level of management? First and important, that is to lay down primary and subsidiary objectives of business. See, understand, primary and subsidiary, that means secondary. Take an example, right? Ke bhai, the manufacturing, that a car manufacturing company, right? What they are going to do? They are going to, what will be their primary target? Their primary target is that ke bhai, they are going to what? They are going to increase the production of car manufacturing, and they are going to what? They are going to do the sale more. And what could be the subsidiary objective? Subsidiary objective, like by, yes, the same company, they are going to start the manufacturing unit of tires, right? That those people who are, those who are people who are purchasing a car, at least after 5 years or 7 years, they will be in a need of what? They will be in a need of a tires, right? So that is what? That is the subsidiary objective. But Their primary objective was what? Their primary objective is to increase the sale, to increase the production of what? Increase the production of the car manufacturing, right? But at the same time, they are going to what? They are going to frame the subsidiary objective, that is secondary objective also, right? Then directors, they act as what? They act as the trustees. That means that they are going to look after each and every activity that are going to perform in various departments of the organization, right? They need to have that each and every information, that what are the actual things that are going to taken place in that particular organization, what are the things that has been taking place into the organization, right? Everything that need to be there, right? Third, that is to appoint CEO and higher level of officers and assign them authority and responsibility. Simple. Okay, what they are going to do? They are going to appoint CEO and they are going to appoint the higher level officer. Those who come under what? Those who come under the middle level of management. See, the middle level management people, they are what? They are the specialized knowledge person. They have that special skill to handle the respective department, right? And accordingly they are going to what? They are going to assign the authority and responsibility, right? See, the authority, whatever the amount of authority that they are going to assign, same way responsibility will also be there. So suppose for an example, okay, authority that is given, okay, yes, you have the authority to handle all that whole production department. Then what is the responsibility? Responsibility is the whatever the objective that has been set by the top level management that need to be achieved, right? And it need to be achieved by what? By taking the decisions, by taking the corrective actions, or by taking action against whom? Action against the that particular employees who are not doing a work, right? Clear? Then fourth one, that is to sanction the budget prepared by different departments. What is budget? Budget is simple, that we have learned in the 11th standard in subject of economics. That is what? That is, it is at anticipated income and anticipated expenditure for what? For the coming financial year. Now various departmental heads, what they are going to do? They are going to prepare the budget. Okay, what kind of or what amount of finance that they are going to require, and accordingly they are going to send to whom? They are going to send to the top level of management. And top level management, what they are going to do? They are going to sanction the budget. What they are going to do? They are going to sanction the budget. That means they are going to approve the budget. And this is the authority that is going to whom? That is going to under the hands of the top level management. Because ultimate authority, the supreme authority, that is with whom? That is with the top level management. So the top level management, they need to what? They need to approve the budget that has been prepared by whom? By the various departmental heads of their various departments. Is it clear? Right? Then next, that is what? To take care interest of different stakeholders of the business. Now who are the stakeholders? Stakeholders, they are internal stakeholders and external stakeholders. We learned the whole chapter in the OC of 11, right? That internal stakeholders, they are owners, investors and employees. External stakeholders, they consist of customer, government, society, suppliers, everyone, right? So it is the duty of top level management to take care and to maintain the interest of whom? To maintain the interest of these various stakeholders, right? And we have seen what are the social responsibility towards the various stakeholders, right? Suppose for an example, if the customer is there, then proper quality that need to be there, right, in a proper quantity, right? Then if it is about owners, then their profit or their wealth maximization, it will be there. So it becomes what? It becomes the that particular responsibility of whom? Of the top level management to take care of interest of the different stakeholders, that whatever the interest of them that need to be maintained, right, in the company or in the business. Then next is to take strategic decisions by what? By making long term plans. Understand this, right? Understand this. Strategic decisions. Now what are strategic decisions? Strategic decisions are what? They are the decisions which will be helpful in achieving the primary and subsidiary objectives that has been what? That has been set by whom? By the top level of management. Getting my point, right? See, strategic decisions that need to be taken for what? For the long term period of time, right? Strategic decisions, they will be helpful. Okay, suppose for an example, take an example, right? We are fond of sports, right? So say take an example of a cricket. Okay, by the team, they are what? They are entering into the cricket ground with what? With some specific strategy. Against whom? Against the various bowlers and the various batsmen. For what purpose? For the successful implementation, for getting a success, right? So various strategic decisions that will be taken by whom? By the various people they are involved, they are in the top level of management, right? Then next is to analyze and resolve complex problems of management as per legal provisions. See, when you start a company, when you start a business, obviously some problems that are going to arise, right? That suppose for an example, by some query that has been there by the government, so what they are going to do, they are going to solve the problem, right? Which is against some particular rules, that is specific law and everything. Getting my point, right? See, when you start a business, there will be problem that will be faced by each and every person, right? So those complex problems, that will be what? That will be solved by whom? By the top level of management with the legal provision. Is it okay? Right? Then next is to plan, implement and supervise for the business enterprise. See, to do the planning, then to implement the, or to make them implement, right, by various middle level and bottom level of management, and important thing, that is supervise. See, we are delegating the authority, right? But the ultimate authority that remains with whom? That remains with the top level management. Now whatever the plan that has been formulated, whatever the policies that has been formulated, right, it is being implemented time to time, or it is being implemented throughout the business. How they are going to come to know that? By collecting various reports. And how they are going to collect the reports? Through supervision, right? What they are doing there, appointing a person, right? And appointing a person for what? For this supervision task only, right? So it is the duty of whom? It is the duty of the top level management to what? To plan, to implement and to supervise. For whom? To supervise for the business enterprise. Then the main task, or we can say that the main particular function of the company, of the business, which is going to decide what? Which is going to decide the success for the business, that is to the functions like distribution of profit, distribution of dividend, reserve fund and reinvestment of profit, right? See, profit that is being generated for the financial year, then how much of a portion, or what are the percentage they are going to what? They are going to distribute as dividend. What kind of profit, or what amount of profit they are going to keep as a reserve for the future endeavors, like expansion of a business, wealth maximization, etc., right? And what amount of profit that they are going to reinvest in the company. This requires a great effort, right? And this function that is done by whom? That is done by the top level of management. Top level management has the authority, has the supreme authority to take decision. What? To take decision about whom? To take decision about distribution of profit. And distribution of profit, that will be there in various parts like dividend, reserve fund and reinvestment of profit. And last, to analyze reports of different activities and to give instructions accordingly, right? As I said, right, how they are going to come to know that whether the whatever the plans, whatever the policies that they are formulating, that has been what? That has been doing, or it has been taking place into the right time and a right place. Through what? Through reports. See, instructions, that will be the flow of instruction, it will be like top to middle and middle to bottom. But the report, that will be what? That will be from bottom to middle and middle to top. So at the end of the task, right, whatever the successful implementation is there or not, that will be come to know with the help of what? With the help of reports. And reports that will be prepared by the bottom level management as well as middle level of management. So what they are going to do? They are going to analyze, right? Okay, by whatever the different activities are there, and if any change is there, then they are going to what? They are going to inform the middle level of management. Clear, right? Going ahead. Second, middle level of management, right? Middle level of management, that means they are what? They are the various departmental officers, divisional officers are included, that we have seen in the diagram, that is production head, sales head, purchase head, finance head, personal heads and accounts head, right? This level of management, it is also known as what? It is also known as the officers level of management. And this middle level of management, it is an important link between whom? Important link between the top level and bottom level of management, because whatever the instructions that will be conveyed to the bottom level of management, top level management, what they are going to do? They are going to convey all the instructions to middle level of management, and whatever the reports that the top level of management they are demanding, they need to what? Middle level of management, they need to collect from the bottom level of management and send it to whom? Send it to the top level of management. So that is why they are considered as what? They are considered as the important link between whom? Between the top level and bottom level of management, right? And the other name of middle level management, that is what? That is officers level, that I have already told you, right? That it can be asked in the 1 mark of, okay, give other name of middle level of management. So they are known as what? They are known as officers level, because various officers level with the specialized skill, with the specialized knowledge, they are being appointed by whom? Appointed by the top level management, and they are assigned some sort of authority for what purpose? For achieving the business objective, right? Middle level management. Now what are the functions that are being performed by this level of management? First, to implement the orders and instructions given by the top level management. Understand this, that as I said, okay, by top level management, whatever the plan, whatever the that policies, rules and regulations that will be there, that is being designed by whom? Designed by the top level management. They are going to what? They are going to convey to middle level of management, and it is the responsibility, it is the function of middle level management to what? To implement all those decisions which will be what? Which will be helpful in achieving what? In achieving the business objective. Second, to prepare budget by each departmental head. What they are going to do? They are going to prepare the budget with the statistical analysis. Okay, by what was the ratio of expenditure, what was the ratio of income, right? That what are the what amount of finance that they are going to require. They are going to what? They are going to prepare a budget for that, and they are going to submit to whom? They are going to submit to the top level of management for what? For the approval. Third, to formulate policy, rules and structure for the accomplishment of enterprise objectives. Understand this thing. This function that was also performed by the top level management, right? But whatever the policies and rules and regulations that will be created by the top level management, that is for what? That is for the overall organization or the overall function of the organization. But whatever the policies that is being made by the middle level management, that stays with what? They stays with the respective department. Okay, suppose I am a production head and I am formulating a policy, I am deciding the strategy, that is what? That is limited up to what? That is limited up to the my department only, right? They are not into the what? They are not in the concern with what? They are not in the concern with the other departmental head. Getting my point, right? So they are going to what? For the accomplishment of the business objectives, they are going to what? They are going to formulate policies, they are going to formulate rules, and they are going to form the structure. Okay, how they are going to achieve the business objectives, right? Then to take necessary steps to increase efficiency and of departmental activities. What is efficiency? Efficiency, that means by those who are implementing the particular instruction, implementing the plans of the top level management, they are what? They are the bottom level people. So it is the what? It is the responsibility of the middle level management that they see to it by the people who are actually implementing those things, they make less error. That is what? That is efficiency. Less error in the work, that is called as what? That is called as the efficiency, right? So it is the responsibility that whatever the activities that will be performed by the various people in the various department, it is done with what? Is done with the extreme efficiency, right? Is it clear? Then to make attempts to enthuse the employees of department. Enthuse, that means that working power, or we can say that that willingness to do the work, that need to be what? That need to be there. That motivation that need to be given to whom? To the employees of what? Employees of the department, right? They are going to what? They are going to do the effort to boost the morale of the employees to do the work, because at some sort of time, or at the particular stage, right, the employees, they are going to what? They are going to get that particular fatigue, that is boredom, right? Because when they are continuously doing the same work, obviously that is going to what? That is going to increase the boredom, increase that particular thing, that particular, what we can say, that fatigue into what? Into the employees. So it is become the moral responsibility of the middle level management, that is various departmental heads, to make the attempt to enthuse, that means to increase their motivation, right, to increase that, to boost their moral of doing the work, or of achieving what? Of reaching the business objective, right? Then next is to keep in constant touch with the officers of the other department and establish coordination. See, coordination among various departmental heads, whether production, marketing, sales, or that particular personnel, right? It requires what? It requires the coordination, and they need to what? They need to remain in a constant touch, right? Take an example. Okay, if a sales head is setting a target, is setting an objective for his department, okay, he's going to what? He's going to sell 2,000 number of units in the specific month, say for April month, right? So he need to be in a constant touch with the production department ki bhai, whether they are producing this much of a unit or not. If they are not producing, then what they are going to sell? Right, getting my point? Ki bhai, sales department, what he says ki bhai, departmental head, ki he is going for a what? He is going for that particular target, ki yes, we are going to sell 2,000 number of units, but the supply is not there, that production is not there, then how they are going to achieve their target? So it becomes necessary that they coordinate with each other, and they stay in a constant touch, that is through effective communication. Okay, yes, my target is that, okay, I am going to what? I am going to sell 2,000 units, right? And accordingly they need to inform whom? They need to inform the production department, okay, for the month of April you need to produce at least 2,000 number of units, right? Then next, to focus on functioning of subdivisions, that means the bottom level management working, right? Whatever the amount of task that has been given or that has been assigned to the bottom level of management, those functions, those instructions, they are being implemented or not, that need to be supervised by whom? Supervised by the middle level management. Next, that is the supervise working of departments, get information, provide direction, and pass on information to whom? To the top level of management, that whatever the instruction that has been given by the top level management, that has been directly conveyed to whom? That will be directly conveyed to the bottom level of management, by whom? By the middle level, right? And they need to what? They need to get the information, okay, whether whatever the task that has been assigned, that is being implemented or not. And if any deviation is found, then they need to what? Middle level management, they need to provide what? They need to provide the direction. And after collecting the report, after analyzing the work, they need to what? They need to inform the top level management that yes, whatever the instruction that has been given by you, that has been what? That has been accomplished, and we are doing in that way only. And the last function, an important one, that is what? They need to help the top level management in taking what? In taking the policy decisions, as we have seen in the introduction, right? That management task or management work, that has been done by the top level management, but who are going to implement, who are going to do the actually task or actually work? That is middle level and bottom level of management. So middle level management, they actually know, they have the particular practical knowledge कि भाई yes, whatever the target that has been set, they are practically achievable or not. So they are going to help the top level management in taking what? In taking the policy decisions, right? Getting my point? Right, now next is bottom level management. Who are included in bottom level of management? That is supervisors, jobbers, foremen. And whatever the decision and policy decided by the top level management and middle level management, they are being actually implemented by whom? Implemented by the bottom level of management. So the maximum administration task, the only that physical work, that will be done by whom? That will be done by the bottom level of management. And Supervisors, right? They are what? They are the representatives. Representatives of what? Representatives of the management. That is, if workers, they are being what? They are being in a particular confusion, they are not getting or they are not understanding that what kind of work that they are going to do or how to do the work, then supervisors, they are going to what? They are going to help them out. So that is why supervisors, they are what? They are representatives of the management. And in this level of management, the management function, as I said, they are what? They are performed very less. And administrative, that actually implementation of the task, that is the maximum work that will be there, right? And the other name of bottom level of management, that is supervisors level, functional or operational level. See, this question that has been asked into the 1 mark of a question or in the MCQ, that what is the other name, or give the other name of bottom level of management. So what is that? That is supervisors level, functional level, or operational level. You can write any one out of three, right? These are the various levels that has been there. Now, what are the functions of bottom level of management? That is to first to supervise the function of employees. Employees, that means the workers who are working under them, who are working under the supervisors, right? See, supervision, that is going to remain what? That is going to remain maximum at what? Maximum at the bottom level of management. Getting my point? Because supervision task, it is needed, it is necessary. If supervision is not there, the supervisor not there, then the business objective, they cannot be achieved, right? Next, to see there remains a discipline among employees and their moral is boosted, right? See, it is the duty, it is the particular, that it is the function, the main function of the supervisors to get what? To maintain the discipline amongst the employee, that no unnecessary movement will be there, no any kind of chaos will be there. And their moral of what? Moral of work, that need to be what? That yes, I need to do this thing, I need to achieve the target, that must be boosted. Third, to plan routine work for the department. Okay, when the employee is going to enter into the company during the working hours, what are the activities, what are the number of activities that he is going to perform? This routine plan, this routine work, that need to be what? That need to be designed by what? Designed by the supervisors. That is, it will be done by whom? That will be done by the bottom level of management. Next, to perform functions related to employees like transfer, promotion, training, etc. Right? See, that who will get a promotion, which employee that is going to what? That is going to get the promotion, who is going to get transfer, that is from one department to other department or from one team to other team, right? And who is going to require the training, that means that imparting what? Imparting the knowledge or increasing the knowledge through what? Through the theoretical knowledge, to the theoretical background, right? That theoretical knowledge, that will be what? That will be given to the specific employee, where how they are going to handle the machine, how they are going to behave with the superiors, everything that will be done at this level of management, right? Then, to get instructions, orders and program from whom? From the departmental officer. See, they are what? They are answerable to whom? They are answerable to the middle level of management. So it is the duty, it is the primary duty for whom? For the bottom level of management, that is of the supervisors, that they need to get the instruction, they need to get the order, they need to get the program, right? Okay, by what to do, how to do, when to do, who is going to actually perform the task, everything that will be what? That will be there by whom? By the various departmental officers, right? 6, that is to perform the actions like the layout, repairing and maintenance of machinery. See, this bottom level management, these are the people, these are the actually that employees or the workers who are actually performing the task, who will be what? Who will be handling the machinery, right? So the maintenance, repairing of the machinery, that will be what? That will be performed by whom? That will be performed by the bottom level of management. To layout, that means by which machine will be what? Will be handled by whom, where it need to be placed, where the raw material is going to be placed, everything that is done by what? That is done by the bottom level of management. Then to make arrangement for what? Make arrangement for the necessary equipments, like okay, where raw materials need to be stored, right? What amount of raw material that will be given to workers, right? What are the equipment that will be needed for the production, and who is going to what? Who is going to assign those particular things? Who is going to what? Who is going to receive orders? Everything that will be done by whom? That will be done by the bottom level of management, right? Next, that is to solve the genuine problem of workers. See, when see human, they are what? Okay, when that in a particular group, when 4 to 5 people they are working, their set of mind that will be different, their thinking that will be different. So sometime they are going to what? They are going to be conflict between the workers. Okay, yes, there will be there, yeah, target is same. The group, there is a team, the target is one, but the people they are different. So they want to what? They want to do the work in their own style, in their own particular era. But this thing that is going to what? That is going to create a conflict, that is going to create a problem amongst whom? Amongst the workers. So it is the responsibility of the supervisor to take out that yes, this is the problem, and to give them the solution, right? Then to implement decision and policy decided by the top level of management. See, whatever the instruction that they are getting from the middle level of management, that is what? That is from the respective department, right? But the whatever the policies that has been designed by the top level management, that is applicable over all organization or in the company, right? So it is the responsibility of the supervisors, as they are what? They are the representative of the management, right? So it is the responsibility of whom? Of the bottom level management. They need to what? They need to implement the decision and policy that has been decided by the top level of management. And last, an important one, that is what? There is a feedback work, that they are going to what? They are going to collect the report from whom? They are going to collect the report from the employees, from the workers. They are going to analyze it, they are going to prepare it in a particular way, that in the corporate form, right? And they are going to forward it to whom? They are going to forward it to the middle level of management, and middle level management, they are going to forward it to whom? They are going to forward it to the top level of management. See, suggestions, complaints, everything that will be what? That will be there, right? For what purpose? So that who are actually performing the task, the top level management, they will come to know, okay, the bottom level worker, the bottom level people, they are facing this problem. So we need to what? We need to change the plan, we need to change the strategy, right? So, and yes, reports, they will always be in a written form, right? They are not oral, because whatever the communication that will be there in the company, in the corporate, that will be what? That will be completely in the written form. Getting my point, right? See, bottom level management, though they have the least authority, but they are also going to play a very important role, because whatever the administration task is there, whatever the actually task that is going to be performed, that will be whom? That will be done by the bottom level of management. It provides what? It provides full support to the entire business, because whatever the instructions, whatever the policy that will be formed by the top level and middle level of management, if the bottom level of management, they are not going to support, they are not going to cooperate, then whatever the objective that has been set by these two levels of management, that is going to what? That is going to go in a vain. Is it clear? Right? See, the instruction flow, that from what? That from top to middle and middle to bottom, and the feedback, the reports, that will be there, that will be from bottom to middle and middle to top. This is the main thing, right? So and so only the top level management, they can come to know, okay, by yes, whatever the task that has been assigned, whatever the instruction that has been given, they are being actually being performed and actually being implemented, right? So top level management, middle level management, and bottom level management, right? See, this is the important topic, this is the important one that we have completed. If you have any doubt in whether the diagram of the levels of management, what is the need that has been there for creation of the various levels of management, whatever the task, that is functions by the various levels of management, that is top, middle, and bottom, if you have any doubt in a single point, right? If you don't get anything, feel free to call me or message me personally, right? Because this is the important one. With this topic, you are going to understand the other chapters of the OCM in this 12th standard, right? You have to make notes from this PPT, and I hope you guys are doing it, right? Because this will be checked when the school resumes, right? Thank you. And this lecture, it is being stretched, right? Because this topic is important and this topic need to be finished in a single lecture, right? Thank you very much for your cooperation, and mind well, writing practice is necessary, because you are in a 12, you need to write the 100 marks of a question, right? So writing practice is essential, and I'm hoping that you guys are making notes from this PPT. Okay, thank you, goodbye.